Welcome back to Pop Craze Central. Today, we're going to dive into the future and take a sneak peek at our top 15 most anticipated movies of 2024. So, grab your popcorn and let's get started. Kicking off our list is A Quiet Place, Day 1. In this prequel, we are set to discover the origins of the terrifying creatures. This film is set within the same universe as the first two films, but follows a different set of characters than Krasinski and Emily Blunt's Lee and Evelyn Abbott on the first day of the nightmarish alien invasion. With suspenseful storytelling, intense action, and a focus on survival, this prequel is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. The most obnoxious and devious bio-exorcist ghost from the netherworld is back in Beetlejuice 2.
What's your name?
You see, we have a friend in common.
The film is the sequel to the original released in 1988 and is set to have a star-studded cast including Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Jenna Ortega, and Willem Dafoe. Get ready for more supernatural shenanigans, hilarious hijinks, and a whole lot of Beetlejuice. Next on our list is Ballerina.
If we do this work, I want you to be aware that there is no turning back.
An upcoming action thriller directed by Len Wiseman. Serving as the first spin-off within the John Wick franchise, the movie is situated in the timeline between the occurrences of John Wick, Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. The storyline follows Rooney, a ballerina assassin portrayed by Ana de Armas, on a quest to avenge the death of her family by pursuing those responsible. Expect epic action sequences, intense and highly stylized combat scenes that have become a trademark of the John Wick franchise. Get ready for a new chapter in the Transformers saga in the animated film Transformers 1. With new robots, new battles, and new adventures, this is one movie that's sure to be more than meets the eye. The film is directed by Josh Cooley and features a star-studded cast including Scarlett Johansson and Chris Hemsworth. The movie serves as an origin story for two of the most powerful Transformers, Optimus Prime and Megatron. Next on our list is Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire.
Kong can't stop this on his own.
This upcoming movie in the MonsterVerse franchise follows up the explosive showdown of Godzilla vs. Kong. The movie pits the almighty Kong and the fearsome Godzilla against a colossal undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. Kicking off our top 10 is Inside Out 2, which returns us back to the mind of newly minted teenager Riley, just as headquarters is undergoing a sudden demolition to make room for something entirely unexpected: new emotions. With new challenges, new emotions, and new adventures, this sequel promises to be an emotional roller coaster. Your favorite symbiote is back for a third installment in Venom 3.
He's not right.
The walls between the worlds are thinning, Eddie.
With Eddie Brock and his alien alter ego returning to the big screen, this film promises to be a thrilling ride full of action and dark humor. If the rumors are true of Andrew Garfield reprising his role as Spider-Man once again, then this movie is set to be a must-watch for all Spidey fans. The classic tale of mentorship and martial arts returns in this reboot of The Karate Kid. The movie does not have an official title right now, but it is set to see Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan reprise their characters in a new story. How will that work? We're not sure yet, but it's a fun prospect. There's also one other question that needs answering: who will be the next Karate Kid? Will it capture the magic of the original? Stay tuned to find out. Next up on our list is the fourth installment in the Planet of the Apes reboot franchise Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
What a wonderful day!
The plot of the film is set many years after the events of War for the Planet of the Apes, which saw the death of Caesar and the exodus of his followers to a new oasis. The film will explore the emergence of new ape civilizations from the oasis, as well as the regression of humans into a feral state. The epic saga continues in Dune. Part 2.
Love you as long as I breathe.
You will never lose me as long as you stay who you are.
Join Paul Atreides on his journey across the desert planet of Arrakis in this highly anticipated sequel. The film will explore the continuing journey of Paul Atreides, who is united with Chani and the Fremen. As he seeks revenge against the conspirators who destroyed his family, he endeavors to prevent a terrible future that only he can predict. Poe and the Furious Five are back for another adventure in Kung Fu Panda 4.
How should we do this? Quick and painless? Or slow and painful?
Get ready for more kung fu action, hilarious moments, and heartwarming lessons in this 4th installment of the Kung Fu Panda series. In this installment, Poe will train a new kung fu practitioner for the Dragon Warrior spot, and will encounter a villain called the Chameleon, who conjures villains from the past. The Chameleon brings back all the villains Poe has defeated thus far, including the antagonists of the first 3 Kung Fu Panda films, Tai Lung, Lord Shen, and General Kai. Next on our list is The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. This film returns us to Middle-earth in this exciting new chapter of the Lord of the Rings saga. The movie is set 183 years before the events of the Lord of the Rings. The Two Towers and revolves around Helm Hammerhand, the King of Rohan, who has to defend his people against an army of Dunlending. Prepare for epic battles, breathtaking landscapes, and a journey into the heart of Rohan. Before we wrap up and unveil our top 3 most anticipated films, let's not forget the honorable mentions. These are the films that didn't make it to our top 15, but are still worth keeping an eye on. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, where Sonic is back for another high-speed adventure in the 3rd installment of the trilogy with new allies, new enemies, and new challenges. Kraven the Hunter. Enter the world of one of Spider-Man's most formidable foes in this upcoming film starring Aaron Taylor Johnson. The Garfield movie. Everyone's favorite lazy cat is back in this animated film, voiced by the talented Chris Pratt. Expect lots of lasagna and laughs. Despicable Me 4, where we will likely see a continuation of the adventures of the Minions, along with the 3 girls, as well as Gru and Lucy, who are now married. Fall Guy the action comedy starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt follows a stuntman who becomes an action hero is shaping up to be a must-watch. Kicking off our top 3 is Gladiator 2.
I knew a man once who said, "Death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back."
The sequel to the epic historical drama Gladiator is almost here. The story is expected to take place over 20 years after the events of the original film, and follow a now-grown Lucius as he takes on Maximus's legacy. Will it live up to the legacy of its predecessor? Only time will tell. At number 2, we have Joker 2.
Afraid of death?
You are?
No.
Where Joaquin Phoenix is set to reprise his role as the clown prince of crime in this highly anticipated sequel. Expect more chaos, more madness, and a deeper dive into the psyche of one of the most iconic villains in comic book history. The film is set to be a musical thriller, which puts the focus squarely on the infamous romance between the Joker and Harley Quinn, played by Lady Gaga. The Merc with a Mouth is back in our most anticipated movie of 2024, Deadpool 3.
We can't let the multiverses fall apart.
We won't, Wolfie. We have to be ready for anything.
Get ready for another round of wisecracks and action-packed sequences in the 3rd installment of the Deadpool series. The film integrates Deadpool with the Marvel Cinematic Universe and is expected to retain the R rating of the previous films, the first MCU film to have such a rating. The plot of Deadpool 3 is expected to be a fish out of water story for Deadpool, who is a lunatic dropped into the very sane world of the MCU. The TVA will force Wade Wilson, played by Ryan Reynolds, to go after Magneto and the X-Men in a timeline where the powerful mutant rules the world. That's how Deadpool ends up partnering with fan-favorite Wolverine, played once again by Hugh Jackman, to kill all the X-Men of that reality. That's it for our list of the top 15 most anticipated movies of 2024. Which one are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay notified for more movie news and updates. Until next time.